Made by the Illuminati engine. Seriously, why is it a giant eye? Every time I look at it. Big Brother is watching you through our new engine. The Cry. Well, old engine now, but... Alright. Oh, I need to post a link to Discord. Quick. I need the link. Here we are. Now I must carry it to Discordia. Alright, there we go. And continue. Okay, so Chrono's on trial. We have to hurry up and prove his innocence. Let's start by collecting the witnesses. Do you think any of the injured people will testify? Probably not. I'd imagine. I better get to say objection at least once. Let's see. Why is she's not a bathhouse babe anymore. She quit. Why are you still calling her a bath wench? That's just impolite. Hold on a second. Oh, there you are. Hello. I'm sure you already know this. Mm-hmm. I don't blame you. Hey there, Buster. Just deliver your testimony. Is it not on? Uh-oh. No, it's definitely on. I'm going to increase it. Let me try this.
Did you see?
Whoops. It's a good thing I wasn't facing anyone. Okay, so we got you. Hey there, Laz. I suppose I should talk to C. Alright, well, what does this jerk think? Clomp, 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 clomp. I'll just barge in. Funny how I'm just allowed to do that now for some reason. Wait, where is he? Oh, wait, that is him. I'm sorry. I thought that was the scribe for some reason.
I need something from you, sir. I suppose you heard that Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor and is facing charges of heresy.
I did, and it's most disturbing news.
What you might not know is that he's agreed that I can defend her at the trial.
You? Do you even know what to say?
Not a clue.
Sure I know. It'll turn out just fine. Trust me. But I need you to testify at the court. In Johanka's defense, of course.
Naturally. You don't think I could just sit here and do nothing? Besides, The bishop has already insisted that I appear before the court.
Oh, okay, then there was no reason for me to even come here. Gotcha.
I apologize if I was a little hasty. This whole affair has left me anxious. I appreciate that you want to defend her. However, I don't think it would have any effect. No offense, but I don't think you'll be able to achieve anything in court. I'm afraid the Inquisitor will judge as he sees fit, whatever anyone
Is
says.
that so?
I have an idea how you could help.
Oh? How's that?
Flee. With Johanka, of course.
But the Kingdom Come fans insist that the Elder Scrolls games are the ones that are inferior. Oh no, yeah, someday I'm gonna do the Elder Scrolls. It's an interesting option.
I don't think that's a good idea. I'm sure Johanka will be acquitted by the court and everything will be alright. Running would just confirm the Inquisitor's suspicions, and she'd always be looking over her shoulder.
I don't agree. As I said, I don't believe you can affect the outcome of the court. If Johanka flees, yes, she'll have to lie low for a while. But in time, it will all...
Anyway, yeah, I have no plans at the moment, beyond what my next game will be, and I've got 3 games that I really want to play, like right now, all lined up, and I'm gonna pick one of them next.
But whatever you decide, if Johanka comes to any harm, you'll have me to answer to. I'm very fond of her.
But yeah, one of these days, I want to play Oblivion,
Understand? But
what was the one before Oblivion?
I'll show you my gratitude, I assure you.
There's two Elder Scrolls games in particular I'm interested in. Although knowing me, I might just randomly decide to play the original Elder Scrolls, whatever that turns out to look like. Morrowind, that's the one. Yeah, Oblivion and Morrowind are the 2 I'm most interested in from the Elder Scrolls series. I'm also interested in trying more of the Wizardry. Wizardry 8 was an experience. It was an experience. And I'm kind of curious about some... I own 6 and 7. And the things I've heard about 1 make it sound horrible. So I'm kind of interested in that one, too. Probably. I've also never played any of the Might and Magic series. As I've mentioned a couple of times, I'm not a huge fan of first-person view, particularly in games with melee. Okay, I am... I see. That guy. Let me see. Okay. You!
Brother Nicodemus.
Pretty sure you were already called to testify.
Yeah, but he's agreed that...
That's really quite unusual. It must mean...
Yes.
I'm afraid it may not. The thing is, I expect Johanka will say the same things before the court that she's been preaching.
What are you saying?
Well, I've been thinking about what she's been saying, and it seems to me her preaching has a certain progression. Are you acquainted with the notion of the 3 orders?
Wizardry 4? Really? I thought the first one. Because the first one had a bug in it that your characters actually got weaker and weaker the further you got into the game. And they were constantly dying.
Not really, no.
It's supposed to be brutal. There's like a million ports of it, too.
Has their God-given place and purpose on earth. Laboratores, oratores, and bellatores. Those who work, those who pray, and those who fight. The common folk are born to work, to reap the fruits of the earth, and to obey the laws of God and man. It is the purpose of the nobles to protect the people and the church against all dangers, and to maintain peace and justice on earth. And the church, in turn, has the task of caring for the spiritual welfare of all, ensuring the salvation of their souls, and bringing solace to the people in times of hardship, so that they can endure...
Yep, that all sounds like bullshit, buddy.
...kingdom of heaven.
But what's all that got to do with Johanka?
Well, I noticed in her first sermon she primarily addressed the concerns of the common folk, and in the second, she criticized the nobility.
I suppose so. But I still don't get it.
In short, I'm afraid that now she might start talking about the church if she gets the chance. And if she's as critical as she was about the Lords, I dread to think how that might end up. Henry, you must warn her against that. She must show humility before the Inquisitor, and the wisest course would be to admit to being wrong.
Tell our cult leader to show humility?
She'll listen to you.
I'm not allowed to talk to her.
No one's allowed to see her.
No one except the Inquisitor's own men. You'll just have to
Do you know where she's kept?
I'm afraid Johanka's fate is mainly in your hands now. I'm relying on you.
Opposite of what the custodian thought. Where is she, though? Playing as the villain from the first game, that's pretty cool.
What actually happened? Johanka told me
Yeah?
the Inquisitor showed up here. Apparently he heard about Johanka's preaching somehow. He even observed one of her sermons outside the town in disguise. He had her brought to him and spent a long time trying to discourage her from what she was doing. But then she went out again to preach about her visions outside of town. But before she even started, the Inquisitor turned up with Fabian and the guards.
Hey there, Neil.
Johanka had ignored his outright ban, and he had her taken away. Then he warned the people there that Johanka was spreading heresy, and...
That's all? Didn't you speak to the Inquisitor? Aha. Well,
Thanks.
oops. Sounds pretty serious.
Oh well.
It is.
Let's see.
The Inquisition is a papal institution that deals with heresy. So people don't succumb to charlatans, false prophets, and deceptions.
Yeah, because Gutenberg hasn't shown up yet.
The Inquisitors
And
have
nobody
all
knows
sorts of
any scripture at all in this world.
little to stand up to.
And what can he do to Johanka?
I'm not entirely
So
sure.
they could be taken in by anything.
Very complicated, but
Though, to be fair, even after Gutenberg, it seems like people are taken in by just about anything, too.
Who is this Bishop Yaroslav?
I've never heard of him before, but the prior has. He said he's very well learned and the Bishop of Sarepta.
Sarepta? Where's that? Moravia?
No, it's far, far away, near the Holy Land. He got the title from the Holy Father himself.
And this bishop came all the way here from whatever.
Sarepta, but I doubt he's ever been there. It used to be a bishopric in the days of the Apostolic Fathers in Phoenicia, near Israel, but it was ransacked by the Muslims. Now it's just a titular bishopric, and Yaroslav is the titular bishop.
Titular bishop? Like he's not a real one?
It's, let's say, an honorary title. It refers to a diocese that no longer exists. And since a titular bishop has no diocese to oversee, he can devote himself to handling other very important church affairs, like ordaining other prelates, for example, to maintain succession through the centuries down from the time of Christ and his apostles.
Yeah.
Do you believe Johanka is really being visited by the Virgin Mary?
Catholics really like that idea.
I do. The things she says and the way she speaks. She doesn't sound like herself at all. I know she can't read, so where else could she have got it? Frankly, I can't think of any other explanation within the bounds of this world. Good luck.
There's a piece of information that bothers me. I can't talk to any of them, huh? Well, you weren't there. Could I just give you guys all some dandelion juice or something? Marigold juice? That'd heal you all right up. Philip.
What? Brought you back to the land of the living?
How?
For a long time.
I have to find...
Rest now. You're going to be very weary for the next week or two. you'll find your friends. They probably ended up in Ratai like most of our folk.
Whoa.
Hmm?
Thank you.
No, that wasn't it either. None of them are speaking. It bothers me. There's a detail that bothers me a lot. And I can't confirm it. But it's been rolling around in my head the last 2 days. See, how should I explain this? She knew about the demon shield. Well, in her own way. She knew about the serial killer with the shield. Everything else she speaks is just nonsense. But that one detail bugs me a lot. If there was a wounded person here who she treated, who had encountered the place and come to her for treatment and babbled about it, then I would understand where it came from. But right now, I can find no connection that would have given her the information about that guy. See, I know this game doesn't. If this game had been made by Catholics, it would be different. I'd have encountered an angel by now. Prayers would do something. I know this is the Middle Ages through the lens of an atheist. I know that there is no magic, no blessings, no divine powers, no miracles in this game, or I'd have encountered something by now. You know, particularly when going on that long pilgrimage and looking at all the graves, they wouldn't have been able to resist putting a visitation or at least a prophetic dream or something there. So, she had to have heard about that guy somehow. Not just heard about the guy with the devil shield, but that there were bodies in the cave. And I cannot find the connection. And it bothers me. I mean, I know Henry just buys it whole cloth, but whatever. Which, is kind of annoying when I was walking with her at the start of this, and I just didn't have dialogue options to just... Anyway, but, whatever. Oh, this game was definitely made by atheists. I mean, how much written by Christian fiction have you read? You can tell. You can tell, usually. And it comes in different flavors, too. Like, Catholics don't write the same way Mormons write, for example. Mormons, actually, most people find really hard to spot. And are often surprised with the stuff they've been involved in. But anyway, as I said, like, when we did that pilgrimage, for example, that's the perfect example. There's no way that he wouldn't have fallen asleep in that church and had a vision if they didn't just outright give you some kind of stat boosts at the prayers every time you do something. They would have, the very minimum, you would have had some kind of vision in that church. So, yeah. 100% they've gone with the Arthur Conan Doyle route. There's no magic whatsoever in Holmes's universe. Although Conan Doyle himself did believe in fairies, which is the most ridiculous thing.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Okay, you're still flagged.
So, I wanted to ask you if you'd give a testimony. Maybe some learned speech in her defense?
I'd be glad to do it. Johanka deserves my help. Such testimony.
Well, I'm only bringing this up because
Try and get as many as you can.
Johanka had a vision that came true. but it can't, a dream, but it came true. But that can't be in the context of the thing they've made. They wouldn't have given her... Yeah, it's... That's the only reason, and it's bugging me quite a bit. Like, she has to have had a connection of some kind here. It won't let me talk to any of these guys, so it's not one of the injured people. It could have been the guy who died because I was too slow. Or... I don't know how else she could have known. For how weird and vague her dream was, there were just too many correct details for it to be a coincidence. There's no way in hell that was a coincidence. End up in that courtroom and still not know what's actually going on. Oh, the Inquisitor? I don't think the Inquisitor's gonna testify for me. Yeah, definitely not ready for that. Alright, we need to go this way. Go. What? Don't give me that. Maybe I could do some research on the Inquisitor himself? Find out about past trials he's been involved in? Or transgressions he may have committed? Yeah, I'm not exactly breaking new ground by saying I'm not exactly a fan of Inquisitors. But when you live in a time period when all the Holy Scriptures are written in a dead language, well, I suppose there's no help there's going to be a mechanism like that that's going to exist. Ugh. Just be glad the Inquisition is not... We're not in Spain. Let's just be glad we're not in Spain. If we were in Spain, I would have said, yes, let's run. Let's go with that plan. And quickly.
Good day, Henry.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Like the chrono... Yeah, alright. Thing with interpretations, they can be stretched to fit almost anything. It's almost always possible to find something in those minds that fit... Come off it! She described the path to take. Exactly all the way to get there. Like, turn here, go this way, turn here, go this way. And talked about the devil. And we found a serial killer with the devil's shield. I could walk into any other mine in this game and we wouldn't find anything that matches her. It can't be a coincidence. It cannot be. This isn't Nostradamus's bullshit. This was definitely pointing at a thing here.
Goodman Pavel, you're still here. That's a relief. I was afraid I'd miss you.
Yes, still here, but not for long.
The Void's got style.
Now that's out of the way, and
What can I say?
what was it you wanted?
You might have heard that Johanka was arrested by the Inquisitor and is facing trial.
Indeed.
No, she mentioned the whole path. We followed the path she described
Johanka's defense.
to it.
You have my word, and the word of a burgher of Colleen ought to mean something. But to speak in defense of someone accused of heresy is no small matter. What do you want me to say?
The same thing you told me. That it was a sacred sign that you happened to be nearby when Johanka was speaking, and so on.
True. I'll tell the bishop that. You can rest assured.
Thank you very much. Please wait here if
Let me see if I can find the descriptions in the quest log or not.
For your hanker's sake, I'll wait. Good luck then.
Alright, give me a second. It's a done quest now. Let's see. What was it under? Is it under side quests? What was its name? What was even the name of it? Okay, not quite. Okay. I'd have to dig through all of this. Infernal Dream? Oh, okay, it might be here. So, she described the way she walks in her dream across the footbridge, over a stream, towards the waterworks, next to the woods, with Scarlet's castle behind her, goes to the waterworks to a rocky stream, follows it up to the mouth of a cave nearby. Like... And we followed this long, specific path that took us exactly to that mine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence. Somebody had to have told her about that serial killer. She might very well believe the things she's saying. She might very well have forgotten that she had been told this, or overheard it from somebody sick and dying, and then started having recurring dreams about it or something. Or... it's just possible. It doesn't seem possible that she's scheming something. It is possible, but it doesn't seem likely. Because I don't see an ulterior motive on her part, really, but, you know. It's always within the realm of possibility that she's being deliberately deceptive. I'm trying to remember how we met her. I don't remember how we met her in the tutorial. I remember in that time we played as Teresa, though. She wanted the, she wanted me to steal dice. She had some convoluted bullshit to ask her, to ask someone out. She could be a schemer, but I don't know. I don't know, she seems sincere. Yeah, but why would she send someone to the one mine that has a serial killer in it? Matthew, okay, so that's the guy that's injured. Around. Hey there, how's it going, Dravard? Ah, here you are. You're one of the targets.
Master Bailiff, Inquisitor Yaroslav is going to try your hunter.
I know. He was
I don't think murder fiends were very common back then. I'm sure that they always existed, but...
people are honest, whether we observe the fest days and so forth. And then he asked about your hunker, about what she preaches, whether people come to listen to her and that. He's been talking to a lot of other people in Sasau too. I even heard that Katra, the swordsmith's wife, invited him to dine with them.
That's interesting. Thanks for telling me.
What can I do with that?
Was he just asking questions, or does he want you to testify before the court?
Yes, he did ask me to testify, and I'm none too happy about it.
I see. And what are you going to say about her?
It depends what I'm asked, but there's not much I can say. I don't know Johanka very well.
I don't think you
She
know
seems
anyone
virtuous
well.
and self-sacrificing to me. She's never done anything wrong.
Oh,
No one
good.
here
The old
ever had a
sourpuss
crossword to
might
say
be a
about her
positive then.
until recently. Maybe some gossip about her and Sir Sebastian. But I've heard similar talk about half the women folk here.
Yeah.
Now that's just idle gossip. Johanka is a virtuous girl.
True. But then there's that preaching of hers. Folk have been falling out. They're split according to whether they believe Johanka or not. I don't know quite what to think of it myself. But I don't want to jump to conclusions. I'll wait and see what the learned bishop has to say.
Couldn't you add something good to your testimony for Johanka? I would,
Reputation lost.
substantially.
Huh.
What? Are you trying to bribe me to commit?
No.
The Inquisitor will hear how you're going about defending Johanka.
Good lord, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I expressed myself badly, that's all. What I was trying to say, rather clumsily, is that I'd be very glad if you were to speak on Johanka's behalf. Because she really deserves it.
Well, I'll overlook your
And
claim.
perhaps a few coins will help jog your memory.
Good luck to you.
That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's the swordsman now. Oh, okay. She's there. Oh, is that so? She's around this way, huh? I am expressly forbidden from speaking to her. Where is she? Oh. What nice accommodations you all have.
Hey, no one's allowed to talk to your bishop, Yaros.
I know. I was just testing you. And you passed. I'm with the bishop's entourage, and I'm here at his command. Let me in to talk to Johanka.
Wow, we're really gonna do this? What if the bishop hears about it?
From the bishop has to show a document.
Ah, shit.
Good, good. Your diligence is commendable. I don't have the document on me at present, though. I left it at the monastery.
Sorry, sir. We'll have to go and get
Okay,
it.
have to get a
Can't have it
document.
otherwise. I wouldn't
Or
want
be
my
sneakier.
Of course. And you can actually read, can you?
A little, sir, yes. That's why they put me here.
Very wise. You're clearly the right man for the job. Very well. I'll be back soon with that paper.
Good luck.
I mean, I can probably just write it out myself. Oh no. Back problems. Those can be really awful. Oh well, during times of war especially, yeah. But we were specifically talking about murder fiends, aka serial killers.
I need your help with them. I'm sure you've heard.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be too happy for this.
The whole of Sasso is talking about it.
We didn't succeed this particular quest.
I'd like to ask you to appear before the court and say something in Johanka's defense.
I understand, but you'll have to forgive me. I don't want to show my face there. Never mind speak for Johanka. I wouldn't want people to associate me with her. What with her being a heretic, see?
People and their evil tongues. But I understand. It's a tricky business. I won't push you.
No, make more speech checks. Push. Foo. Yeah, I knew they wasn't gonna give me that one. I'm just lucky it didn't give a negative. Alright, we need Father Fabian's testimony. You know, maybe not. I wonder. I can't. Alright, fine. Get my hands on it. So that's in the hands of the bishop, right? Which bishop would that be?
Good day, Henry.
Oh. Like watching other people gamble, huh?
Father, the Inquisitor has had Johanka thrown in jail.
I know, son.
He's planning a hearing.
Rightly so. It's about time this whole matter was done.
What do you think about it, then?
As I say, it's a good thing that the matter is being investigated. The things Johanka has been preaching are, to say the least, disturbing. Who knows what these dreams are that she speaks of? And her words are only putting ideas in people's heads.
I don't understand why we're not using the big devil shield and the serial killer as evidence.
They go to her in the false belief.
We never mention it to anyone.
It's creating a chasm between the people and the church and leading them away from the true teaching left to us by Christ. They're misguided and swamped in heretical ideas.
But Johanka is only saying what the Virgin Mary has told her. What can be wrong with that?
And how do you know the Virgin is really talking to her?
Well, I believe she's telling the truth.
Ah, but you can't be sure, can you? Do you really think a girl from the stable knows God's teaching better than the church? Better than the generations of church fathers and learned
Quite
scholars
probably.
of the time of Christ, who have studied the sacred scriptures and their correct interpretation? With all the evil that's already going on in this province, the last thing people need is a false prophet.
Christ also came from a stable, though.
Why did that cause reputation lost?
Christ was the Son of God. Enough of this. Bishop Yaroslav asked me to present my suspicion. He will then resolve the whole matter.
If you say so, Father. That donation to the church.
Indeed. Bonum commune is a prerequisite, if not the very meaning it expresses.
But you told him who gave the donation and why.
Also solid once again.
See, this is... I don't understand why this guy doesn't know where that donation came from, and I'm not allowed to tell him. The very reason for our reasons, yeah, that should sway you. But I don't even get the ability to tell him, hey... Damn it. I keep accidentally hitting the tilde sign, and it keeps bringing up whatever that is. Some kind of command line prompt or something. It's always so frustrating in a game when there's something like that that's just missing, where it's like, I want to say this thing. I can't. Why not? It seems highly relevant in this situation. Excuse me, I'm looking for your wife. I need to ask her a question. Maybe she's in here? Are you the blacksmith's wife? Good.
I'm here about your
You're that fella of hers, are you? What do you want?
No. I'm just a friend of hers. Matthias is her, fella.
advantages she has.
I heard you invited Bishop Yaroslav to come and dine with you?
Yes, so what? Bishop Yaroslav is an esteemed visitor to Sasau, and it's only fitting he should be suitably hosted by devout burghers.
And what did you talk about?
What we discussed with the Monsignor is none of your business.
We are not very charismatic, are we?
What have you got against Johanka?
Nothing. The question is, what has she got against us? Tell me that.
What?
She turns up here and tries to tell us how to live our lives.
Does she?
Says the Virgin Mary whispers
She
to her
mostly
in
just
night.
seemed to babble nonsense.
I'm sure. To a simple village wench. I'd like to know who's really putting those ideas in her head. She's just getting people all worked up. Men, especially. Coming around here with her nonsense. Sasau is a decent, orderly place, I'll have you know. We don't want any trouble here. All this talk about hellfire and the end of the world. God of mercy. No one is interested in what she has to say.
Oh, this is nothing. You should hear the firebrand preachers that'll come around a few centuries hence.
Not that she wasn't warned.
What do you mean, warned?
As I said, she was told.
Damn it, woman, tell me what you meant by that.
I didn't mean anything by it.
Out with it!
If you must know, some of the fellas want to have it out with her and tell her to stop. No one wants her speeches here. But would she listen? No. The devil possessed her to bring harm to us.
So it was you who sent those men?
All I wanted was to protect the Sasau folk against her poisonous tongue, and I'll do just that. The Monsignor asked me to testify in court, and I'll tell everything I know there.
And I'll do likewise. Farewell.
Go. God bless.
Out of curiosity, is there a path? Did the developers include a path where you just, like, murder everyone who's against her, and then she wins the trial? It's like, well, it's only a week in prison, you know? Alright, I need a paper? But I have no idea where to find the guy. I was kind of hoping I'd get a tip off from her about where this bishop was. I've got no clue where the bishop might be. And the problem if I'm going to get a paper. Where would the bishop be? First place to check for a bishop would be a church. I've taken a wrong turn. Always bugged me. For some reason, in Baldur's Gate, Gorion and Elminster and I can't remember, maybe someone else were just immortal. I had a friend who had done everything in the game, experimented with everything, and he had enabled cheats and kill commands and stuff, and showed me, like, yeah, no, they're literally just immortal. It's like, really? I always felt like a violation of what Baldur's Gate was to have immortal characters. I mean, Elminster is forgivable because he's Elminster. You couldn't kill him if you tried. Well, maybe with cheat commands you could, but apparently not. Alright, do we have a bishop? No. No. Oh, that's not a door. That just looks like a door. I have a lot of respect for Fallout New Vegas. In Fallout New Vegas, you actually can kill every single person. I love hearing the developers of New Vegas talk. They're just like, yeah, so as one of our design rules, assume the player just has a bubble of death around them. They can't help it. Everyone that they come near just falls over dead. They need to still be able to complete the game. Fallout New Vegas, man, that one gave you so many options and choices in it. It was rough because it was a really rough development, but like there are so many different ways you can approach any of the quests in the game. There are so many different things you can do in it. It's actually incredible. I'm afraid it sets a very, very high benchmark for open world RPGs. Because it's always in the back of my head. I'm comparing things against that. I don't know where to find the bishop. Do you think the Inquisitor could tell me? Maybe I could... I don't know, where would the bishop be? As I said, there was no speak with dead in New Vegas. Yeah, I've never played Fallout 3. That's what I often hear, though, is that Fallout 3 isn't very good. That the developers didn't understand Fallout at all. And New Vegas was made by some of the people who were on the original games, and they really understood Fallout and what it was. Hello? What's going on? Oh, your name was Bandit. Satisfied?
You showed him. Thank you.
Yep.
Thieving. And just so you know, thanks.
I really don't need 4 coins, thank you. Okay. Yeah, New Vegas was my first encounter with Fallout. I would say New Vegas, of the Fallouts I've played, New Vegas is the best. The original is really good. 2 is pretty good. I know a lot of people consider 2 to be the best. It is good. But I think 1 was better. Where would the bishop be? I need to talk to her. I could knock the guards out and then spend some time, or just talk my way out of it. But they'd probably take like 1,000,000 hits to knock out, and I'd probably have to I'd probably get attacked by like half the town. How am I supposed to get the paper if I don't know? Huh? Ah, great. What you doing? What you overseeing? Well, if this is how it's gonna be... Might as well make a nighttime visit. The final boss was so cool. Yeah, it was creepy and gross and weird, and I just love the fact that you can talk him out. Like, you can just do a social check, basically. Like, but it's a really big, intense one you've been building up to all game. And you can actually just win through persuasion. I mean, that is commitment there. Biggest problem in New Vegas was they didn't know how to do bosses in it. And the last encounter at the dam is kind of lame. Alright, let me see. Which was a real shame, because everything else was great. Alright, our skills should be pretty freaking good. Alright, looking for papers. We got some kind of paper. What is it? What did we get among all those books? Inquisitor's retinue. Ah! That'll do it. That's the paper we needed. I'm sure he won't notice that all the books that he had in his pants pocket suddenly went missing in the night. As well as this particular paper. I need to get rid of these stupid books. And then we can talk to her. Alright, so the bishop they were talking about was the Inquisitor. I was thinking there was a second person, a second bishop. You can't keep playing after you finish it. As I said, I haven't played Fallouts 3 and 4 and so on, but it's my understanding that they've decided that there are good guys and bad guys. And they're just like, yeah, the Brotherhood of the Steel, those are good guys. And this other group, oh, those are bad guys. Whereas that's really not how the Fallouts were. I mean, oh, we had bad guys, and worse guys, and even worse guys. But there were never explicitly good guys. Everything was shades of gray and moral complexity. And two people could come away from the game with very different opinions of many of the factions. There are even people who side with Caesar's Legion. I mean, they've got an argument, sure, but man. I don't agree. Though it did bother me a lot because I knew in taking out Caesar's Legion, I knew what that would mean for a whole bunch of the Mojave. The places that they had made peace in, a whole bunch of territory that they had taken over and made peace in and stuff, would suddenly be thrown into hell. I suppose I can keep some dice about. So we got this interesting manuscript. That one might actually be important. During the trial, the weird nonsense that the one priest gave me about women being more sensitive to the Holy Spirit. That's probably going to be valuable evidence during the trial. Okay, and the antlers can go. I don't need to carry charcoal, probably. Alright, this reduces my carrying load by a bit. Okay. Yeah. I do intend to play 3. I made an attempt at it years ago, and it just wouldn't stop crashing. And so then, I think I tried the fan patches, and they didn't stop. It just kept crashing. I got as far as, I think there was a city with a nuke in the center of the city that they had built the whole city around. An old unexploded nuke. Which is, you know, very, very on the nose for Fallout. Maybe a Planet of the Apes reference. I'm not sure. As I said, it kept crashing, so I didn't get to explore very much. Yeah, we haven't had too many crashes lately. It still insists on being in the center of the screen and a few other obnoxious things, but not crashing. Yeah. It's a simulationist thing. Simulationist games insist on inventory and weight and shopkeepers having limited money, and it's in a lot of games. Arcanum, the Fall. It's in a lot of games, and it's a mistake that's kind of endemic to the genre. Like, at the same time, I really respect simulationist games, and sometimes it really adds things, but they tend to go too far. Like XCOM, one of my all-time favorite games. Why do we have to keep track of every bullet, though? Every single magazine, every single bullet, every grenade. You have to order them, and then you have to wait the number of hours before it arrives in your base, and you have to worry about how much space in your storage room it all takes, and transfer it from one base to another, and it costs a very small amount of money, but it's all tracked by weight and everything. It's like, why? Why do you track all these things, though? Like, I love the game, but it's entirely unnecessary to keep to track every last little thing like that. And it's because, you know, they were simulationists who made it. Simulationists at heart. I've got the document.
See? Show me that? That's fine. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I don't know why I couldn't talk the guy, but whatever.
Johanka, are you alright?
Hey, Joe.
Henry, I'm fine. I'm glad to see you.
I spoke to the Inquisitor. He wants to put you on trial.
I know. It's all in God's hands now.
No, it's not. I mean, it is, of course. But the Bishop has allowed me to defend you.
You want to defend me? Thank you. Henry, that's very kind of you. But you needn't bother. Our Lady won't let anything bad happen to me. I am her instrument.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Secret will.
I won't stand by with my arms folded. You need someone to testify for you. As I said, I will defend you.
If you insist. Maybe it's the will of the Virgin that you came to me. So be it then.
I went to Ujits, like you asked.
That's good, Henry. I hope you purged yourself of your sins.
I did the pilgrimage of penance, like you said. And in the church, I begged the Virgin Mary for forgiveness.
And she will bless you, Henry. You're a good man. Remember that. And don't stray into
Just
wrong
don't ask how I got the paper to see you.
I made a donation to the church, too. The parish priest there, Father Godwin, he was asking about you.
Was he? Well, what did you tell him?
Oh, just about everything that's going on and the things you were saying. He was quite moved by it, to tell the truth. He even gave me some writings.
You see? Maybe Our Lady is giving you a sign too.
What did Bishop Yaroslav ask you about?
All sorts of things. Like how the Virgin Mary visits me, what she shows me, and about preaching to the people. Actually, he was really quite pleasant. He asked me about Skalitz, whether I go to church, and a lot of other things. And in the end, he told me I mustn't speak in public again about the visitations and that. But I couldn't obey an order like that. The Blessed Virgin is testing me, and I have to do what she asks, no matter who or what stands in the way.
I'd say he wasn't too happy about that.
No. He came there with his men, dispersed the people, and had me arrested and locked up here.
About that trial?
Yes, the trial.
Honestly, I feel like saying this to her might make her more likely to provoke the bishop. You're a stubborn contrarian, aren't you?
I'll get some people who will testify for you in court. But Brother Nicodemus is worried you'll say things that will make the Inquisitor angry. Please don't do that. You have to talk to him respectfully, answer his questions with humility, and not say anything.
Yes, stress humility.
Don't say anything against the church.
She might listen to that.
I'll say only what the Blessed Virgin wants me to say.
Johanka, please. You mustn't say anything against him or the church. Be contrite. Maybe even admit you might have been wrong about some things. I don't think the Inquisitor is so bad. If you submit to him, he'll drop the charges.
You too now. You're speaking exactly the same as his assistant. The two of you joined forces against me, did you?
Oh great, persecution complex. Wonderful.
Believe me, I'm really trying to help you.
You don't believe me anymore, do you?
I do, Johanka, I believe you. But in court, you must speak reasonably, prudently. A lot depends on it. Maybe even your life.
I appreciate your concern for me, Henry, really, I do. But you must understand. I can't deny that the Virgin Mary visits me, or what she wants to tell us. Not now. After everything that's happened, I can't. Otherwise, she won't heal Matthias.
But you have to consider yourself and what's good for you. Surely you don't want to be convicted of heresy. That won't do anyone any good, neither you nor Matthias.
I've already told you. Everything is in the hands of the Blessed Virgin. I will accept with humility the fate she grants me.
A Sacra. This is going to be a right mess.
You know, there's a Christian joke I think that she needs to hear. Modern, of course, but hey. It goes something like, you have this place where they have this flood that's rising, and this guy is at his house, and a van pulls up. It's like, hey, you need to get out of here. The flood water's rising. Get in. We'll get out of here. And he goes, no. God will save me from the flood waters. Go your way. It's fine. So, van drives off. Floodwaters rise a bit more. He's now, floodwaters are higher. A boat comes by. Hey, we'll get you out of here. The floodwaters are rising. Come on, get in the boat. No. God will save me. It's fine. Just go on. I'll be fine. Waters continue to rise. Now he's on the roof of the house. A helicopter comes, and the helicopter's like, you gotta get out of here. The floods are rising. Come on. No, it'll be fine. God will get me out of here. Helicopter goes. The guy drowns and dies. When he gets to the pearly gates, he's like, why didn't you save me? I sent a van, a boat, and a helicopter. What more did you want? I went through a lot of freaking trouble to talk to her, and then it didn't actually let me convince her of shit. Annoying. Maybe there'll be some more back and forth, I don't know. Wrong spot. Okay, that's him. I'm trying to get to this guy. Red Dead Redemption. I haven't played Red Dead Redemption. I've heard a lot about it, though. Ah, jeez. Yeah. Yeah, there was a few different sects. Let's just call them what they were. There were a few different cults that were big on that. No, sit down in this reading room and read these, and then you'll get better. Don't trust the doctors. Oh, I hate that shit. It's like some people. What's a good way to put this? A child might think, yes, if I close my eyes, God won't let anything hurt me, and walk into a wall. When an adult does that, you should smack them up the side of the head and go, didn't God give you eyes, damn it? Didn't he give you eyes? You're supposed to use them! You know what I mean?
I spoke to Johanka.
And did you manage to convince her?
I'm afraid not. She's stubborn. She says she answers only to the Blessed Virgin.
Oh dear, Henry. That's not good at all. What about her family? Doesn't she have a relative she might listen to?
No. None of them survived the raid on Skalitz.
She has no one at all left in the world. Poor child.
That's it, just tell him how it went, nothing else. Shit. Oh, wait, did we have a new objective start? Hold on a second, what was that? Okay. Okay, so it is a back and forth. No, it's not. What do you want me to do now? It's not marking her. But it did... Oh, don't give me this crap. Just fast travel. We'll try talking to her again, I guess. Let's hope that the Inquisitor doesn't find out I keep talking to her. I know somebody whose mother died of cancer. She was into New Age stuff. and she wasn't taking her medicine. She was, I don't know, drinking juices or whatever the New Age person was telling her to do. I think it was a Buddhist strain of New Age nonsense. I'm not entirely clear, but yeah, no, she died. He was very upset. Okay, come on. She still has some loved ones from Skalitz here. Well, she's only got the one. Maybe it'll give me some more dialogue options around the place. Really wish I could just heal up all the people in that room. Remember when just running would give us vitality? Ah. Not so much anymore. Not so much. I always forget just how far this monastery is from the main town. I'm always like, oh, it's just a short walk this way. It's like, no, it takes a while. I should just use the horse every time. Not so much. It's so incredibly slow at 19. It takes so incredibly long. Yeah. I think you get more Vite experience from fighting than anything else. That's how you level it up at this point. Alright, maybe, if I come here... Oh, hey, he can talk magically now.
Matthias, you're better.
Oh, well, how convenient.
Is it?
Perfect.
Yes, it's me. Who else would it be?
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
Well, how about that? It worked out for her.
I'd even like to eat something. I must tell Johanka.
Oh, here, let me give you food. I got something, I'm sure.
Johanka's not here.
Oh? Where is she?
How to begin? Look, things got a bit complicated here. The main thing is... Johanka...
That's a lot to give to a guy who's recovering.
What? What happened?
The Virgin Mary is speaking to Johanka, and Johanka is spreading her word to the people. But there's this inquisitor who heard about it and had her arrested. He's putting her on trial for heresy.
Oh, God. How could such a thing happen? But if Our Lady is speaking to her, surely nothing can happen to her.
Well, I hope not. Trouble is, Johanka is very
Were
obstinate.
you
She's wanting to
injured
save
by
you
the
from
serial
worse
killer?
for her.
Talk to
I
me.
need you to go with me and talk to her. Maybe together we can convince her to see
Did
sense.
you see him with the shield?
I'm still too weak to even get out of bed. I'm sorry, Henry. I just can't do it. You know what? Tell her I'm feeling better, and I agree with everything you tell her. Give her this dice. She'll understand. It'll almost be like I was there with you.
Okay.
All right.
Henry, please, look out for
I'll do my best.
Take care.
Would you like what is that, potatoes, onions? You said you were hungry. I don't think it lets me give you food. Would you at least like clean clothes?
Somebody here.
I mean, anything? I'm so limited in what I can do. Okay, well, let's see. Go to here. Yes. We've still got lots of daylight. Alright. And we are only a little bit of a scoundrel, stealing one document and collateral damage being a handful of books. These things happen. Seriously, why was he sleeping with a pile of books in the bed with him? Does he use them to stuff his pillows? Mighty strange, Inquisitor, I say. Alright, this is probably the key to this whole situation. After this, all I have to do is not fuck it up in the court.
Yes.
In the courtroom.
Try.
I spoke to Matthias.
What? But he's lying in a fever, isn't he?
No, he's much better. He asked about you. He wanted to come here, but he's not strong enough yet.
Oh, that's wonderful. You see, Our Lady helped him. And now, I have to do my part.
But doesn't it mean that you've already done your part?
Well,
What would be the point of it all if the Inquisitor were to have you imprisoned now? Or even worse?
It's a message. A final test. I mustn't fail now, after everything.
But you already passed the Virgin Mary's message on. Many people heard it, and many of them have amended their ways. You certainly haven't failed. Look, Matthias gave me this for you, and he asked me to tell you to look out for yourself.
Thank you, Henry. Go now. I need to rest.
Okay. Oh no, the lucky dice. Now how will I win at gambling? What if I ever find myself short of coin and need to gamble? What will I do now? What if my infinite money printer doesn't print money rapidly enough because of that big church we built weighing it down? Oh no! I really wish I could build more stuff in that town. That was definitely their best DLC of what I've seen. I'm not entirely sure I want to do a Hans DLC. Where he's trying to woo the ladies. I feel like I'd catch a lot of secondhand embarrassment. Alright. I still hate that thing on your head. It's unbecoming. Alright, let me see. My speech is... it's already 20. Ooh, my charisma's... ooh, we need a bath. Oh, we can't go into the courtroom all coked, covered in mud. Where did all this mud even come from? Alright, one second. We'll clean ourselves up, and then we'll do the courtroom. What's that? What do you mean it's a typo? don't know of this. What is it of which you speak?
Good day to you.
I'd like to...
So what are you in?
A bit of everything.
I'm sure you... May the Lord watch...
1 hour, and we are cleansed. Oh. Okay. I always thought they were just referring to the fact that it was a virgin, but she didn't stay a virgin all her life. But, you know. I thought they were just using the title because, you know. I didn't know it was a reference to any specific piece of writing. I'm honestly not a huge fan of Catholicism. I don't have any particular beef with Catholics in general, but a bunch of their doctrines and a bunch of their stuff. I actually end up invited to a lot of Filipino events, and they always have a shrine to a saint, like, there. I can't think of the name of what their saint is locally. I looked it up. I can't remember now. Anyway, I like Catholics well enough, but man, do I have disagreements about their doctrines. As one would probably expect, though. All right, you. Let's try this again. Oh, I ran out. Well, oh, wait, can I save here? No. Yeah, that's fine. You know, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it right the first time. Huh? What suspicious activities? What? Trial by combat? Is that an option? It kind of is. You're not supposed to pray to saints or Mary. I mean, yeah, the Eastern Orthodox Church also looks a lot like Catholicism, and they had problems with Catholics for their idolatry, for all of their, you know, basically all their stained glass and all of their statues and things. Yeah, you're not supposed to be praying to people. But anyway, there's more than that too. All right, let's try this.
Monsignor, I've heard of various irregularities in the province.
Okay.
That might be of interest to you.
Very good, my son. Good Christians certainly shouldn't conceal such things. Please.
Did they intentionally make this guy look a little rat-like? Oh, I can bring up all kinds of weird things. I mean, his face, for some reason, I don't know, just an impression I got.
Father Simon went missing one day. Everyone thought he'd fled from the province, but in fact he just went to the woods and became a hermit.
I see. Why did he do that?
Because he got some girl pregnant. The child died during birth, though, and the mother too. He took it to be retribution for his sin. So he fled far from people, because he didn't feel fit to be their pastor anymore.
That's very interesting indeed.
Why am I ratting out this priest?
I tracked him down in the woods and talked him into going back to Rovna. They needed a parish priest there, and Simon was convinced taking on the task would make amends for his sin.
I didn't even remember who he was when I clicked on it.
Father Simon's story is certainly remarkable. Whether his actions are appropriate for a cleric is another matter, of course. Thank you for telling me about this.
Well, we know that was a fake one, but...
A demon's skull was found on the church building site.
Yes. I heard something about it. A disturbing report.
I still have the skull in my pocket. Would you like to look at it?
It was a deception, sir. Someone made it with evil intentions, to frighten people. I found the skull and brought it to the local knacker. He confirmed it was a human skull with animal horns stuck on.
You did the right thing, Henry, in uncovering the deception and in telling me about it.
There are interesting things going on inside the monastery.
In the monastery? What kind of things?
The cicadas get drunk on wine and play dice in the monastery cellars at night.
But how do you know about it? How does a servant of the royal hetman come by knowledge of the...
You shouldn't ask that.
The royal hetman and his servants have their ways. Besides, it's our
No
duty
fessing
to
up to what we did as an option.
cloisters, of course. I heard that particular story from a novice that the brothers were sending out to get wine for them.
It seems the royal hetman and his servants are exceptionally observant. Anne, can you tell me the name of the novice you heard this from?
Yodok.
There is a novice of that name at the monastery. I shall have to speak to the prior about these matters. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. If you've nothing else to tell me, you may leave.
That's all, Monsignor.
All right, Henry. Thank you. But I hope you're not keeping anything from me.
About the irregular...
I'm listening.
That's all, Monsignor.
All right.
Oh, okay. Because there was also the irregularities of the election, but that one I couldn't click on for some reason. Alright, alright, anything else? None of these seem like they would help.
Monsignor, Johanka is...
They are. And however trivial, this matter has
What broader significance?
no offense, but these things can't easily be explained to an uneducated boy like you. Still, unfortunately, I don't have time for this now. After all, it is also our duty to guide others through the labyrinth of this. See you later.
Educated? I'll have you know, I've read half the books in the world. At least the one thing to be found locally.
The bishop told me this business with Johanka has a wider context, and that you tell me about it.
Oh, very well. If the bishop says so. Look, it's like this. The world as a whole is not in a good state. For decades, people have been perishing from a terrible sickness, the Black Death.
You don't
There's
say.
the Pope in Avignon in France.
Yes, yes, you're dealing with two popes.
Saint Peter. The people are frightened. Many of the nobles, instead of caring for peace on earth, are warring one against another. The authority of many monarchs, and even the emperor, is unfortunately too weak to put things to rights. Many scholars have even started to question established truths, and various contentious teachings have appeared, such as those of
We're bringing
English
Wycliffe into this?
The Black Death?
The plague, my child. A dreadful disease that claimed countless lives. By the grace of God, these parts were not much afflicted, but it took a terrible toll in the surrounding country.
It's a lack of cleanliness.
Italian ports were
That's the
stricken.
problem.
Venice and Genoa, and then nearly the whole of Christendom.
Fleas.
Some regarded as
Fleas on rats.
sins, or even a sign of the
Man,
approaching parousia.
I want a plague doctor outfit.
Paro what?
The parousia, the second coming of Christ. The day when he returns to this world will mark the end of the ages. The dead will
Yeah,
rise.
you should probably try reading the scriptures a little more attentively.
Oh,
You're missing quite a lot of the signs.
Most assured that God alone knows when that will be.
I hope it won't be too soon. The anti-pope?
Unfortunately, that's a very serious and unpleasant topic. In short, alongside the legitimate pope, the Bishop of Rome, and successor to St. Peter, another was elected, and is usurping the highest glory of being Christ's representative here on earth. This is a most lamentable schism for the whole church, and the Avignon usurper must be compelled to give up his unlawfully acquired office, so the church and the whole of Christendom may again be unified.
So, there are two popes?
Not quite. There is only one, but there are those who refuse to recognize him. The election wasn't correct and valid, and I apologize. It wasn't wise to speak to you of this. It will only confuse you all the more. Better forget. We won't talk about it anymore.
I'm not confused at all.
You mentioned the Emperor.
God wants unity, a universal order of the world. The Pope, Christ's deputy, and the Emperor, the supreme earthly ruler, crowned by the Pope himself, were instituted in order to preside over that unity. Unfortunately, the gleam of the imperial crown has become somewhat dulled, and his authority is no longer as absolute as it once was. What's worse, his election has become a political game involving many princes, and for a long time, the emperor himself has paid less attention to the affairs of the Christian world and more to his own concerns.
I see. And what about these scholars?
That's complicated. Some reject the authority of the Pope or the Church. Others dispute over the legitimacy of government or the nature of the world. Others rebel against teachings. All of them seek all sorts of arguments and explanations to support their claims and argue with others. All this contributes to uncertainty. One doubt leads to another, and soon heretical ideas take hold.
Ah. Uh-huh.
But don't concern yourself. These are weighty matters for others who are learned in such things.
Of course. Peace on Earth?
Yes. Sadly, many countries are torn apart by strife and destroyed by war. In the lands of the English, the French, the Italians, in the Holy Roman Empire, Christians are raising their weapons against other Christians. Love for our neighbor has given way to the pursuit of mammon and high office. They plot against each other to gain advantage.
Don't say.
See it yourself, right here in Bohemia, and even in Sassau.
Yes. And in Skalitz.
Indeed, my son. Regrettably.
But what does all this mean? What has it got to do with Johanka?
As I say, the order of the world is shaken. Division is spreading, and confusion and iniquity thrive. It's the handiwork of Lucifer, who wants to lay waste to God's creation. Many have succumbed to his false truths and spread them to others. That's why we must be alert to his snares, especially in these times. Be wary of false prophets and stick to the path of the true faith and personal virtue.
Well, there was.
I know someone like that. There's this charlatan who's been peddling wares around these parts. All sorts of amulets, relics and the likes that are supposed to cure all ills.
Yes, I've heard something about that. If you should know of any similar iniquities, the Monseigneur will be glad to listen to you.
And Johanka?
Just so. I fear she too may have been ensnared by Lucifer's deceptions, and the false belief that she's been visited by the Blessed Virgin. These machinations of the devil must be faced and stamped out before they take root and cause more evil. We must not despair. Even those who have strayed from the right path may be
Oh, that's
redeemed.
nice.
And that's why your Hunka's case is important. Although
I understand.
Alright.
Thanks.
See you later.
Alright, ready? So I couldn't tell him about the charlatan for some reason.
About the irregular.
I'm listening.
That's all. Once
Yep,
All
still
right.
can't. Okay, well, I guess we go.
I'm ready, Monsignor.
Excellent. I have also completed my investigation. We may commence then with the proceedings.
Sure.
Yes.
Let's do this.
I will send for everyone who is to bear witness. Have Johanka brought before the court. We'll commence first thing.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. These are solemn proceedings that demand a certain decorum. I won't tolerate any clanking armor or otherwise inappropriate attire. You will wear this robe.
Of course.
Okay.
Thank you, Monsignor.
Very well. Rest now.
I mean, that's
Read it
fair.
Take care.
I need to drink a charisma potion, though, real quick. Can I get a big white powdered wig, too? Oh, wait, no, that's you are the one who's supposed to wear that, right? What do you mean wrong century and wrong country? Hey, you have clanking armor. I thought that wasn't tolerated. Get out of here.
Let us begin.
What a tiny courtroom. Alright. Oh no, the Rade tournament has started. Quick, drop everything.
I, Bishop Yaroslav of Benishov, by the grace of God, Papal Inquisitor, have come here to Sassaw in response to reports of Marian visitations and the preaching activities of one Johanka, a commoner. And I have found, indeed, that by her arbitrary words she's been leading good people astray and encouraging their rebellion against their betters. Furthermore, Johanka has attempted to usurp the glory that belongs alone to Holy Mother Church, and to appoint herself as an intermediary of the wisdom and grace of Almighty God.
So, I still haven't presented that book the priest gave me.
Certainly not a woman. It is therefore necessary to remedy her transgressions, and to investigate the extent and the basis of her misguidance. Or, as the case may be, heresy. Henry of Scarlet
Still
has
have the
elected to
book.
appear here in Johanka's defense, and his wish has been allowed. Anyone who elects to speak here does so before God.
Untrained village boy, you will play devil's advocate.
Sacred oath. Speak
Good luck.
only the truth.
Oh,
I will first hear the testimony of Father Fabian, who sent me word of this matter, and who should best...
yeah, I'm still annoyed that I couldn't tell Fabian where that money came from.
Father Fabian, will you tell us what Johanka has been proclaiming?
Johanka claims that she has received visitations from Our Lady, the Holy Mother of God, who speaks to her in the night. It is an outrageous claim that I hold to be entirely untrue.
And did Johanka come forward to ask your advice regarding these alleged apparitions?
She did not.
Yeah, she really should have.
On herself to spread her supposed wisdom to the people.
Well, that's what I was saying basically from the start.
Did Johanka attend?
Uh,
Did you see her at your sermons, Father?
I did not, Monsignor.
Uh-oh.
What's more, the parish priest of Scabbards is staying at my presbytery just now. Johanka knows him well enough, but she didn't come to see even him.
Uh-oh.
Johanka is deliberately avoiding the church. Instead, she meets her followers secretly in the woods and preaches to them.
Well, it's not much of a secret.
Or the devil himself is whispering in her ear.
If I may, Monsignor, the Virgin Mary really does speak to Johanka.
Is that so? And on what do you found this claim?
It couldn't be the devil. Johanka lives at the monastery, doesn't she? Close to the cave of St. Procopius. St. Procopius, who overpowered the devil and cast him down, did he not? The evil one would hardly dare return to the dominion of the saints to whisper in Johanka's ear. Surely that's obvious.
It's true, Henry. And evil spirits, or even Lucifer himself, would have little
Okay.
power in the vicinity of the
Oh no, there are bones here. Well, I can't do anything evil in this location now.
Not misguided. What's more, she is an interloper there herself, who would not even be tolerated if it weren't for Brother Nicodemus.
Yes, Father. I am aware of the impropriety of her presence in the monastery grounds. But in this I must concur with Henry.
Monsignor, would you please hear the testimony of the respected burgher Pavel of Kolin? He will testify that Johanka isn't making anything up.
Well, I'm very curious what this Pavel will tell us. Call Pavel of Kolin. I'm a little surprised to find a counselor of Kolin here, especially you, who makes no secret of your animosity towards Sasau Monastery.
True. Although I have only criticized the monastery in secular matters of property, which concerned a dispute with the town of Kolin, and therefore my duties as a counselor.
Pavel, please tell us about your recent experience.
I'm all ears, Goodman.
Monsignor, some years ago I hid some money in Sasau woods. When I found myself here again recently and heard Johanka's words, I remembered that matter. Johanka made me aware of my inordinate love of wealth, and I resolved to donate the money in question for the common good of Sasau. For this I needed an honest intermediary who would locate the money. In this too, Johanka helped me by putting me in touch with Henry here. By the grace of God, he found the long-lost treasure and donated it for the good of Sasau. The whole matter I regard as the intervention of the Holy Spirit.
An interesting tale, Goodman Pavel.
Not only that, it's also evidence of divine providence, and that Johanka isn't making anything up. She wasn't possessed by an evil spirit. On the contrary, Our Lady really did speak to her.
I must concur with that, Monsignor, because I was subsequently also visited in a dream by the Virgin Mary.
What? You too?
Yes. She appeared in a blue cloak and waved to me.
Do you swear that what you say is true, Pavel?
I swear by Almighty God, Monsignor.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Very well, Goodman. Thank you for your testimony. You may
Well,
stand.
round one goes to Henry. Round two.
Even if it were true, why would Our Lady choose a simple village girl like Johanka?
Monsignor, with your permission, I'd like to draw attention to the work of the great scholar.
Okay, that did finally come up.
He exalted women like Johanka. He said that God created what is weak in order to bring shame on what is strong. That's why God turns to women who love Christ and blesses them with such visions, so that they can point out and rectify the vanities of men. It can't be heresy if the learned masters of universities...
Oh, it can't be heresy if the learned masters said it.
What you say
Yes.
is Matthew's work, which you mentioned, does speak to Johanka's benefit, but I wouldn't have expected that someone of your station has even heard of the Master of Yanov. How did you come by his work?
Well,
I have it in my pocket.
Johanka pressed me to go on a pilgrimage of repentance. I went to Objection, where there is a Marian church, and there, the parish priest gave me a copy of the text.
That's surprising indeed, especially that you are at all capable of reading such a work and understanding it. You're quite a fountain of unexpected skills, Henry.
And here I thought I had chosen somebody incompetent to represent her.
Is there anything else you want to add, Henry?
Yes. Please call Brother Nicodemus. He has something to say about it. He's a man of learning and knows more about these things than I do.
Certainly. I also wish to hear his testimony. Call him. Nicodemus, for some time you were insisting that the infirmary needed extra pairs of hands. It was only at your request that Johanka, against all accepted custom, was allowed inside the monastery walls.
Yeah, we shouldn't allow female nurses until the Civil War. And that's not for centuries. What the hell, Nicodemus?
Must stand behind Johanka. The girl is a treasure. Selfless, charitable, and good-hearted. She helps more people here than anyone else. I have never seen her do anything that would contradict the behavior of a good Christian. She never discussed questions of faith with me. She was always focused only on her work, which she carried out impeccably.
And afterwards, when she began making claims of Marian apparitions?
Marian apparitions? Marian apparitions.
The things she preached couldn't have come from any of the brothers, or from books, because she can't read. Therefore, I believe the Blessed Virgin really spoke to her.
Nonsense. She made the whole thing up. Or someone did prompt her. You're very keen to defend her, brother. It makes me wonder whether she didn't get her wisdom from you.
I already said she got none of it from me, and I would never lie before Almighty God. But it seems to me it's the inadequate education of the good parish priest here that's behind his flimsy litany.
What? Am I to be criticized by someone who's more a gardener than a scholar?
Father Fabian, let Nicodemus speak. And you, Nicodemus, stick to the point, if you please.
Certainly, Monsignor. Please allow this humble gardener to put the good priest right, because he evidently knows nothing of the fact that other women before Johanka had similar experiences. Blessed Hildegard of Bingen also had similar visions. And what about St. Bridget, or Elizabeth of Schurnau, or Catherine of Siena? Like them, Johanka here only humbly spreads the message of Our Lady. She does not present herself as an intermediary of divine mercy. Please do not condemn Johanka, Bishop Yaroslav. In my judgment, her visions are genuine and her words sincere.
Thank you, Nicodemus. Your plea is very bold. But what you say about Hildegard and the others is true. You can rest assured I will consider your words very carefully. Fabian, have you had trouble with heretics before, or had any suspicions of heresy here?
Not much, Monsignor. Now and then there have been traveling preachers and various charlatans here and there. Although I did recently get reports that there were members of the Waldensian sect hiding in the province.
Waldensians? So there have been heretics concealed here. So, it cannot be ruled out that Johanka also associated with them. Perhaps they are even behind this matter, too.
It is so.
Thank you, Father Fabian.
Can't help you there.
That's all.
I'm glad to have been of service, Monsignor.
I thank you also, Brother Nicodemus. You too may stand down. Call Hoshek, bailiff of Sasau.
Well, he doesn't have anything to offer.
Bailiff, has there been any suspicious activity here recently?
Well, there have been cumins on the rampage in the woods and on the roads, and all sorts of bands of footpads and brigands around the province. But otherwise, it's all been peaceful and quiet here, Monsignor.
How reassuring. And what of Johanka, bailiff? Has she been inciting the people here?
I couldn't tell you much about her. I hardly know her. She hasn't broken any laws, and folks speak well of her, for the most part. Although it's true, things have been a bit tense here. on account of her speeches.
Continue.
Quite a lot of people have been going to her since she started with that preaching. Some are even convinced she's a holy woman. From what I heard, they bring her small gifts or ask for her advice or blessing.
Sacrilege! People coming for blessings and bringing her gifts. That has all the makings of a cult.
Oh, I don't know, Monsignor. Begging your pardon, but that's overstating it a bit. But it's true. They met outside town too, and it came to a bit of a skirmish. Nothing serious happened, though. Fellas punching each other in the mouth. If you'll excuse me, Monsieur, that happens all the time. Well, that's about all I can tell you, Monsignor.
Thank you, Bailiff. That will be all. And you, Henry, you've been around Johanka more than anyone. Do people come to her for blessings?
I've seen them come into a bless.
Well, they come to her, yes. But I swear she never blessed
Is
anyone.
it illegal to bless people in under Catholicism?
Like a good Christian.
Henry, I'm sure you're aware that to lie here is a mortal sin and a crime.
I do. And I'm not lying.
All right. Anything else?
Yes, Monsignor. I'd like you to listen to Adela. She amended her life and doesn't live in sin anymore, all because of Johanka. Her
Well, not
testimony
really,
will show that
but
Johanka is
whatever.
an exemplary Christian, not the leader of some cult.
All right. Call this Adela.
How many more witnesses do we have after this? Let me think. Is this the last person I had, or did I have someone else?
In the nearby town of Ledechko, is that so?
Yes.
And how did you make a living there?
I served at the baths, laundering and repairing clothes, and preparing the baths.
Is that all?
No. Sometimes I went with the fellas and pleasured them for money. But I don't do it anymore. I swear. I changed my ways on account of Johanka and Henry here, and now I lead a decent life.
You're saying you simply gave up your profession?
Yes. Henry convinced me, and Johanka took me in.
Very well. Thank you. And since you left Ledechko, have you sinned with anyone?
No, monsieur, I haven't.
Good. May God give you the will to maintain your newfound virtue, Adela. And now, please answer one more question. You're living with Johanka now, yes? Tell me what she says to the people who come to her.
Well, they come with all sorts of problems. Some want just advice. Some want her maybe to bless them or talk to Our Lady for them. They believe she's a holy woman.
So, Johanka accepts gifts from these people and then gives them her blessing?
No, it's not like that. Johanka doesn't bless anyone. And she doesn't want any gifts from anyone either. Folk just bring them. The things they bring, she gives them out to the sick and wounded. She doesn't keep anything. I swear.
You swear?
Yes, I swear to it all, Monsignor. I'd never lie to you.
All right. You may go. Now I wish to question Katra, the swordsmith's wife.
Uh-oh.
Bring her here.
Objection. Not her. This is a very, very long cutscene. It's some of the best writing in the game, but it's also a very long cutscene.
Yes, I'll tell you everything, Monsignor. Johanka has been putting ideas into people's heads and causing chaos. What right has she to preach to us? A simple girl like that. As if we were bad people here, and she herself is a sinner. And an adulterer, a loose woman she is, who goes with anyone. And even fornicated with a custodian.
Did she? She might have.
Forgive me, Monsignor, but Katra isn't telling the whole truth.
What do you mean, Henry?
She's the one who set a band of thugs on Johanka several times. to cause trouble for her and threaten her. She wanted to drive Johanka out of town. That's not the deed of a good Christian.
No! You picked up the necklace before helping her? That proves you were tempted by money and lied!
Only did what was necessary to stop her.
Chrono Trigger's trial scene was such a shock the first time.
Yes, I must agree with Henry. In view of your apparent antagonism towards Johanka, whatever the reasons for it, I cannot allow you to influence these proceedings. You should have reported your concerns to Father Fabian instead of acting willfully as you did.
But she's bringing us nothing but trouble.
I will be the judge of her transgressions, not you. Nevertheless,
Crap.
I have also heard rumors of Johanka's immorality that cannot be ignored. Bring here the Sasau custodian, Sir Sebastian von Berg.
Quick, let me bribe him first. He loves bribes.
Sir Sebastian, my apologies for raising the matter, but doubts have been cast on your virtue. I have been told...
Yeah, he doesn't have any virtue to cast doubts on.
Is it true?
Monseigneur, with respect, this is surely some mistake. Johanka is not a bad girl, and by no means...
Oh, he's not answering straight.
Please answer my question.
Uh-oh.
Share your bed with Johanka or not?
Yes, but she's not...
Uh-oh.
So, Johanka not only incites rebellion against the nobles, but also seduces them into sin and immorality.
Yeah.
On every farm there's some maid who's obliged to let the farmer fuck her, and under every castle wall there's a wench or two who has a child with the local lord.
Enough!
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Tavern talk.
Monseigneur, let's put a stop to this. It's undignified for us both. And for Johanka. She's no heretic, just a confused young girl to whom fate has been less than kind. Her confusion will pass. All it needs is for someone to explain to her the error of her ways. There's no necessity for extreme measures.
Sir Sebastian, be so kind as to leave the judgment of Johanka's transgression.
Yeah, it would have been better if you had been in another town during these proceedings. Oops. That wasn't an option, though.
You proved yourself a good servant of the church when you told me of your disturbing findings concerning the situation hereabouts. You've been very keen to appear here in Johanka's defense. You said a lot about her, but please, tell me why you've been helping her all this time.
I don't know.
Because I don't know anyone like her. She endured what would destroy most people and never gave up. She never wasted time feeling sorry for herself. Instead, she helped others, even at the cost of her own suffering. And she helped to redeem me, too. It's a pity everyone isn't like her.
It seems you speak sincerely, and you hold her in high regard. Your sincerity before God carries great weight. Thank you. That will be all, Henry. Nothing remains but to question Johanka herself. Johanka of Skalitz, you've heard the accusations brought against you, and we have also heard several testimonies. I already questioned you earlier. Johanka, do you wish to revise the answers you gave earlier, or do you stand by what you said?
I stand by everything I told you.
So be it. I expressly forbade you to continue preaching.
Wait, she promised not to do so? Uh-oh.
Defied my instruction and broke your promise. Why?
Forgive me, Monseigneur. But I could do nothing else. Our Lady asked me to do it, and I couldn't refuse her. She did visit me. But now I admit that I might have been wrong about some things. I don't understand these learned matters, and I was too hasty in speaking to the people. I regret that I didn't go first to Father Fabian and tell him about everything. I want to apologize here, before the Blessed Virgin. If I misunderstood something and said untruths or brought shame on the Church, I didn't intend to do anything like that. I ask Our Lady's forgiveness, and I will accept any punishment that you impose on me.
I'm pleased that you've seen the error of your ways and confessed to your mistakes. These proceedings are closed. You may leave. Johanka will now hear my verdict.
I think we passed. Oh. One-on-one, everyone else had to leave. Well, it's a good thing we're watching from the ceiling somehow. I'd expect nothing less of Henry, but to sneak up onto the ceiling to set check.
You stand accused of preaching from ignorance, leading the people
Oh.
from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church. If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences. Pride and ignorance clouded her reason. Child, it distressed me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation. Speak then. Will you recant your sermons? Swear never again to preach to the people. Are you prepared to repent?
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And I sincerely repent of my sins of conceit. I confess that I was led by my pride to believe the Virgin Mary chose me to put the world to rights. And I
Can't
set
help but
myself
notice that
above
they
the
had a
learned
sword
prelates
up there.
of the Church and the divine right of nobility. I repent my sins of pride and ask forgiveness. I will do as you command, Father.
Johanka has confessed her guilt. From this day forward, she'll be a good and humble Christian again. She shall no longer indulge in philosophizing, and shall, in her penitent's robe, go every day to pray at the Church of St. Martin.
Oh, not even any time in the stockade or a random caning or whipping or anything?
You're welcome, Johanka.
All
back
right.
into your
I guess
roots.
that's about as good a success as you can expect.
Against her.
Yeah, the critical piece was definitely convincing her.
If the Virgin Mary should happen to visit you again, tell Father Fabian he will send for me. All right?
Yes, Signor.
Very good.
Makes it sound like he does believe her, which makes him seem incredibly arrogant. Oh, if a divine, if a divinity speaks to you, would you call for me instead so I can make the decisions and be the intermediary? Yeah, well.
Matthias recovered from his illness, and he and Johanka finally met again. It was a happy sight to see them both alive and well after their trials.
All right.
Who knows what awaits them now? Or all of us, for that matter.
Hey, how about you get away from this place and go live someplace else? How about Prague? How about the next country over, you two? Let's see. Multiple possible endings. One, she does get caned and sent to the nunnery. I mean, that's kind of what I'd expect. Another... Ooh, yuck. And then dies from infection. Oh. That's the perfect ending. I don't think you could do much better than that. Like, realistically, it would be very hard to get a better outcome. Unless they decided to found a new order around her, which, I don't think that's very likely. They're still wounded, though. Where'd she go? Hey, buddy.
I heard you and Pavel of Colleen gave a donation to Sasau. It's a pity you didn't think of us.
Ah, well, gee.
Brother Nicodemus,
You're the one who deserves thanks.
Yeah, I probably should have given it to you, actually.
But I was very fearful for you, Hanker. It didn't look good at all, and you did an excellent job, Henry. It's largely due to you that... Thanks for defending her, Henry. There's few people who could have done it so well. Recently, I found an interesting volume in the monastery library and made a copy from it.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's just a few lines, but maybe you'll
Always appreciate more reading material. Chamomile brew.
do you still think the Virgin Mary's visit...
Yes. Even if she didn't interpret the message quite correctly, we were certainly...
Isn't that... I think I found that once. I think I found like 2 potions of this once. Wasn't this the one that had the really long healing time? My gosh, a quest reward I actually want. Unbelievable. I didn't think such things existed in this game. I really still think that the alchemy experience was handled all wrong. It should have been that you leveled up by brewing new potions you've never seen before. Exclusively. Yeah, it is! It's the one that heals you slowly over a long period. I don't have any sage with me right now. Wait a minute. Yes, I do. Hey! Sage! My reputation's 100, despite it telling me I got negative reputation from him for not giving them the money. It still had a perfect 100 anyway. I don't think I have enough chamomile to make multiple, though. Oh, well. No, I think this heals longer than that by a mile. The Lazarus is a slow heal, but this stacks with either of them. If I remember right. I only got like 2 of them a long time ago. Shit. Yeah, I don't have my chamomile. Oh, but I do hate the interface. Going through the book every time. I kept this with me the whole time. I thought this might come up, but it didn't. Sure, I'll take all 10 sage. I'll take a big old pile of this. Okay, now we'll brew it. So yeah, this is something, if I'm going to get into a dangerous fight and I know it, I can down one of these before the battle. And I'll have some HP regen running the whole fight. Come on. That is right. Okay, there it is. What? Oh, I've never brewed it before. I can't auto-brew. That's what's going on. Of course. Okay, hold on. Water, 2 chamomile, 1 sage. Okay. 2 chamomile, boil 2, add sage. It's super simple. All right. I can't interact? Oh, right. It starts, it's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, then I can get the chamomile. And we're not expected to grind it or anything, so just blur. No, I had 2 of them once. I bought them from a witch or something. I forget exactly. Bellows. Ah, Q, that's what it was. Q.
Quiet.
All right. I mean, unless I'm thinking of a different potion, I think it lasted like hours. It was crazy. And I couldn't find anywhere, I couldn't find the recipe for it, so I kept going, man, I have this special thing. And I've only got like a couple of them. Alright. Well, we'll have a lifetime supply now. Yay, chamomile tea. Delicious. Yeah, I'm auto brewing. This is what auto brewing looks like. It's stupid and I hate the interface for it. But I can't help it. That's how it works. Alright, now we have this. Yeah, over 5 hours. Yeah, this is the super slow heal that stacks with everything else. Yeah, I had a couple of them. And I don't need 46 of them in my inventory. So we'll just ship the rest off. Yeah. I mean, I'm brewing potions by looking at this book over and over again. Alright, let's see. So... Oh, that's the tournament. I don't know if I want to jump straight into the swamp. I guess we've got 2 hours left. I guess it should be fine. Alright. Sure, why not? Alright. I murdered the guy for you, really, I swear I did. You probably heard about it. I still think it'd be funnier if they sent you in and the player just wiped out the entire monastery. And then came to these guys. Just like, what the hell, dude? Yeah. Do I pass your test? Okay, that looks like a bridge there. Man, I'm too lazy. I'm gonna go... Well, actually, yeah, no, I can cross... Yeah, it looks like I can cross from here. I don't know, man. Do I really want to spend time drinking and carousing for women with Hans? I don't know. I don't respect Hans. It's really hard to. Isn't it the Amorous Adventures? Isn't it gonna be him carousing for ladies and trying to woo... Doggone it. Like, that would be my guess as to what it's about. Am I completely wrong about its contents?
I can't go any further. The current could sweep me to my death.
Shit. I was hoping I could just kind of cross here. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Uh-oh. I'm very stuck. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Alright, fine. Can't use this as a bridge. So, we're gonna have to go... We're gonna have to cross that one. Fine. One woman. So I have to help him woo one woman. I still might die of second-hand embarrassment, but that's not nearly as bad. I don't know. Does it have to be done right now, or can it be done after the swamp dice, whatever is going on with this? Like the point of no return here? What is the point of no return? What is... Oh, the game will warn me? Okay, then I got no problem. I can just go this way. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Maybe next week. Oh, come on. No matter how much riding skill you get, you still haven't figured out how to stay in the saddle, huh? But it'll warn me, so we're cool. No worries. Some games have really caught me with their points of no return. Brutally. So I am wary of those. But as long as I get a warning, it's fine. It's a swamp, alright. Let me just stand in this muck in my plate mail. Sounds like a great idea.
This looks like the place they were talking about.
Light a fire. Okay, I lit a fire with my mind very quickly. It was amazing. Oh, there are lots of games that don't warn the player. Yes. Are there ever? Frickin' Gothic 2 was the most recent, where it suddenly crosses into another chapter and adds a whole ton of enemies without warning, and you're like, oh shit! But more specifically, the worst one that will always stick with me was Final Fantasy
Morning, sunshine.
3 for the NES.
Didn't wake you.
Corva. Do you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides,
Now wait until after this cutscene to go on about that.
or try and lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit chat. Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business to defeat
We heard there was
the Hun.
trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Oh, of course I did.
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
I never did find the money. Anyway, it was a long, long time ago. I had gotten a hold of it on emulator with English translation because this was way before the game had been brought to the US. And the final dungeon of that game, you can't get out of it. There's no escape. And I was a fool, and I used save states. Oh my gosh. And I go, and the random encounters are so deadly and dangerous. And then I get to a boss. And I beat this thing. This last boss just goes on. It's really tough. Man, what a fight. The game didn't end. I come to find out that's not the last boss. So I fight another horrendous boss battle. Resources are diminishing. I can't leave this place. That's not the last boss. And then there's another one. And then there's another one. Oh, those 4 were just to unlock the actual last boss. So a young Hadriex had to make all kinds of discoveries and figure out things about the battle system previously unknown to manage to defeat that last boss. And I will never forget that one. Oh, man. Yeah, points of no return that don't warn you happen a lot in old games. Really old games. Usually developers know better nowadays, but, you know, game design.
He had this on him.
Aye. That says alright. What did you do with the body?
I threw it in the river. If I say I bury it, they might ask me where. But if I say I left it there, nobody found it. Why don't I have the option throw it in the river? That's what we agreed I would say.
I dragged it away and buried it.
That must have been quite a job.
We made it look like a murder. This doesn't take into account the stuff I did. Oh wow, this guy's got like 2s.
True, it wasn't easy. But if I'd left the corpse, they'd know for sure I was.
We made it look like a murder. What? So annoying. The game I'm talking about was Final Fantasy 2. I'm sorry, you want to start a chat there a bit? Or Final Fantasy 3, NES.
Yeah. What now? What now?
did your job. Welcome. We need people like you.
But what do you need people like me to do?
I'm just a crimp. All I do is recruit. Now you get to go to our camp and find out everything you need to know.
Where?
Are you seriously telling me you didn't know it's the camp? Not too observant, are you? Well, there's a hill above Sasau, and on top there's an old abandoned fort. Only it's not as abandoned.
Oh, really? You don't say!
Go there and report to a fellow by the name of...
What did I say about that place when I found it?
And they'll let me in just like that?
Good point. I almost forgot. At the gate, show them the special die you took off Pius. That's our sign.
That's all?
That's all. You'll learn everything you need to know at Vranik. And hurry up. I've got a feeling there's something being planned.
Okay. Report to Sir Radzig. I was wondering, shouldn't I talk to Radzig about this? How did that happen? The guy behind me's a problem. Nope. What just happened? I spun around. Oops. Now how did that happen? Man. I am so clumsy. I am just so clumsy, guys. Oh. Aren't you glad that you've managed to hire an effective killer? Ah. Well, I suppose I could pick up a second strange die. Can never have too many, right? Alright, I've taken out their recruiter. At least one of their recruiters is gone. You know, they had to meet in the same church as the Inquisitor did his trial. Scandalous. Recruiting for their villainy there. Would you move? Peasants. Nope. Ugh. I wish I could cancel the auto move. I don't need you to go all the way to the back of town, you know. Because it moves so much slower in town at points. Actually, it's moving pretty fast this time, but usually it slows down in town. to my great annoyance. Personally, I think they should have put this camp, instead of putting it up there in a place where the player could walk before, I think they should have put it slightly off the edge of the map and then opened it up when you heard about it. Me knowing exactly where it is... I mean, I could fight in the tournament, but nah. No, it must be out behind it. Maybe. Or maybe up there? Gah. Yeah, it's gotta be up this way, right? No, this is going the wrong way. Good grief, where is he? Ah, good. Okay. I ran out of soda today.
Sir,
I need to buy some tomorrow.
After everything that's happened, you have even worse news. That's almost impressive.
I'm afraid so. It's going to happen again, and on an even bigger scale.
You're full of good cheer, aren't you? What exactly will happen?
It seems the Pribyslavitz encampment was just the start, and they're far from defeated.
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who and let him recruit me.
Ah, God's holy hat.
But where's the actual Kuman?
And what did you find out?
They have another much bigger encampment.
Hey, Wings, how's it going?
What do those bastards want? And who the hell are they?
To hurt us? Conquer the region? I'm not sure yet, but I can find out.
How?
I'm one of them now. I have their secret sign. I know where their camp is. All I have to do is go and take a look.
That's out of the question. It's too risky.
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get this, it'll be child's play. I already passed their test. They trust me.
Then we'll have to attack them before things get out of hand. Ideally right now when they're not expecting us. Once we catch that mangy little shit, we can ask him nicely what he wants. But then again, before we attack, it would be useful to have a spy go and scout out how many of them there are and what they're up to.
I don't want you to take any unnecessary risks.
It's much less risky than our raid on Pribyslavitz.
All right then, Hal. Go there and find out how many of them there are, and what their plans are, whatever you can. But don't stick your neck out too far.
Yes, sir.
Godspeed, lad.
Okie dokie. Oh, come on. Well, I'm in the neighborhood. I could poke about and see if Hans is in town. Might as well. Might as well take a bath before we check that out as well. I probably don't have enough time to fully do the area in what I've got left. Sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. How are I today? Pretty good on a whole. Pretty good on a whole. Not as exhausted as I was the other day. I had a big old salad for breakfast. I didn't have any Brussels sprouts, but I made do with spinach. I know the secrets of making spinach and Brussels sprouts taste good. Ho ho ho! And then I had blueberries and strawberries and pistachio pudding. Yeah. Tomorrow I think I'll have a hunk of meat with a soda. That sounds delightful. We know he comes here. We'll stake out the place. Better not tell me to fetch his wine again. Hans? We're talking about Hans, right? Gravedigger? Huh? What? What? Excuse me, what? Where did this come from? I did? Well, that's strange. What did I leave on the corpse? Huh. I didn't know that I missed a quest item somehow. Okay, yeah, this is the wrong floor. Okay, he was up here then. Well, I mean, I've already got a couple strange dice. You're still awake. Hey, how's it going?
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sahanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear bashing about the error of my ways, and he said to bring you too.
Sakra. That doesn't sound good.
Indeed. I wonder what he wants to lecture me about this time. And you, because you're going with me.
Alright, we should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
Not today. Uncle will already be asleep. Come tomorrow and maybe we'll catch him in a good mood.
Alright.
Okay.
Where the hell were you brought up?
Excuse me, you're kinda blocking the door, man. Well, that's definitely an improvement on sleeping hours. Well, it sure is a good thing that those bodies were dragged back here to be buried, instead of in the swamp where I killed them, and that they'll recognize me as the person who should be the inheritor of their, belongings. Makes me think of there's a chest in Dark Souls. If you lose an item, it's a key item, it's supposed to end up in there somehow. I don't know if I've ever been in this building. Is it dead? Well, let's see if it's some strange dice or if I actually missed something. What you want?
I'd let it go if it was someone else. But roaming around here, well, you won't forget this.
Ooh, he's resistant to that one.
Well,
I have a secret task to stand here in the middle. They had their swords drawn. Come on, guys. Ah. Oh, really? I had no idea. Yeah, I haven't seen, aside from a tiny bit of glass and like the super rich places, you haven't seen any. Here. It's gotta be good enough, right? It's definitely in there. Definitely inside this building. The door open.
Hey! God be with you.
How do I get the stuff? Oh, those? Yeah, they were boring. It was just go here, kill these bandits, go there, kill these bandits, go there, kill these bandits. So yeah, after doing the ones for Rate, I was just like, yeah, I'm done with these. Yeah. Really? Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about glassworks in the Middle Ages. It's interesting, though. Okay, it's in here? Is it in here? It is the strange dice. Okay. Well, now I have even more. Good thing it wasn't anything important. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter if it had been important, because I got it, so. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that all the quests are made equal, you know? I'm pretty sure that I would simply step on all the bandits without even noticing at this point. All I know about Skyrim is screams that push people off of cliffs and something about Stormcloaks as a faction. I went to the wrong castle. Whoops. Oh, and you need to be careful how you level up because the game levels with you in some way. So bad builds get severely punished. I always dislike games where everything levels up with you. I despise it. I'm kind of okay with the Lunar games where it's just the boss fights. And they had been like some of the pioneers of doing that. So, you know, you can give them a pass for experimenting with something new. But man, other games I just find myself asking, what's the point of leveling up if everyone else levels up with me? Why? Alright.
So, should we go then?
I suppose so. Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush. But I see it wasn't necessary. You look as smart as any courtier.
Thanks. I'll try my best.
So I see. But you can come and get those clothes later anyway. They're a little...
Yeah, I was warned about it to just download a mod. I'll talk to somebody I know about mods before I play any of the Elder Scrolls, because one of them, I think it was Oblivion, has like, a mess for their level up system. And the game is apparently a whole lot more enjoyable if you just put in a mod to fix it. From what I understand, Skyrim's fun if you just ignore the main quest and just do what you feel like in the land.
Like boozing and whoring, for instance?
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't... Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are.
This scene really does not belong after the previous scene with this guy a minute ago. This is not a good order of events.
Put food on their tables and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout. That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair?
I don't remember beating up a town guard.
That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead. A lord remains a lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge. That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh,
I'm
don't
sorry.
Okay,
whine,
that was
for
the
heaven's
guard.
sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief. So Milota of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with a remnant of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camberg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wulflin of Camberg? That name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too. A cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wulfrin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair. After all, maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
Yeah, from what I heard, I'm pretty sure it was about Oblivion. The level up system was based on things you did for how much stat points you got, so you'd have to figure out how to time. You'd basically have to constantly be thinking about how your level ups work, and it makes the whole game an unfun experience because you're just constantly trying to min-max your stats for your level ups. And if you're not careful, just walking will force you into a level. It will cross a threshold and put you into a new level up with incorrect stats. So for the average player playing vanilla with no idea what they're doing, they just have to keep lowering the difficulty more and more all game. And that just all sounds bad, and it's like... Or you could just download a mod, and then your level ups will be sane. And you won't have to think about any of that. Oh. And I can just play the game however I feel. Yeah, just play the game how you like, and everything will work out. Your level ups will always be good. Oh. Yeah, that sounds better. That sounds a lot better. That's how it was described to me, and I'm just like, yeah. Yeah, because usually I always play things vanilla before I touch mods. But, you know, once in a while... You know, maybe wisdom. What is this? I don't want to do the tourney again. Why would he be involved with it?
So, what do you think about...
Old Hannah, she's right about one thing.
Does he want to participate in the tournament?
Start chasing bandits. It'll be a bit of excitement for a change.
Excitement? I don't know, Sir Hans. Men will die.
Don't be such a wench, Henry. What kind of a life would a knight have if he never crossed swords with a foe? What would he talk about at banquets, eh?
You're right.
Well, of course I am. Don't worry, everything will be all right. We'll ride there, hack those bastards to pieces, and celebrate with a good drink in the evening.
Represent him at the tournament, but it would just be the tournament again, right?
That sounds like a good plan. Let's get to it.
See you later.
Bandits are easier to defeat, aren't they? Maybe, when you're face to face with them. But those sneaky fuckers are always hiding somewhere in the woods like animals. With the nobles,
Sir Hanish sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Ah, okay.
Mount up, youngster, and we'll move out.
If the tournament wasn't screaming at me every few seconds with pop-ups. I see. You know, I don't think I ever found someone who trained maces.
Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Bernard. I'm not going.
Alright, you're all on your inferior horses, and I'll follow. Uh-oh. There's a bajillion really cool, no, he trains axes and swords. There's a bajillion really cool mods. I know a guy who's all into all the stuff, and he could totally hook me up with stuff. He'll stack like he'll stack hundreds of mods together on his PC. So I know he'd be like, yeah, here's a graphics mod, here's this mod or that mod. You want it to be a vanilla experience? Okay, here's 5 more mods. It'll still be vanilla, but, you know, now it won't have bugs and it won't have this issue or that issue or whatever else. And I'm not kidding, like, he would stack more than 100 mods on the game. Robert's this guy, right? Or am I thinking of someone else? Okay, that's Bernard. Sorry, Bernard does axes and so who's Robert? I don't remember who Robert is. Oh man, this is so annoying. This is the one problem with having a fast horse. I can either be too fast or too slow. I cannot match their speed and listen to their conversation easily.
Was he wounded in war? No. He was born that way. See, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father.
Oh, you back in the start of the game. I didn't actually spend a lot of time in Talmberg. Look, I can't read that text. Could you hold still? It's constantly bumping up and down with stuff behind. I just cannot read that. Well, I hope it wasn't important. I hope nothing you said in transit was important.
Jesus Christ.
I should probably heal. That would probably be wise to do.
Only the fifth survived. He's disfigured. Wilhelm, they say the witch cheated her. Instead of getting rid of the child, yeah. Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars needling in her chamber day and night.
That's ruthless. They must have really hated tournaments.
Turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Poland, Wilhelm got loose. Everyone in his path started throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. He sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, because they were afraid that the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. Pope said, "Whoa! Slow down!"
Oh.
Scout ahead.
How are we supposed to deal with them?
For this.
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, take 2 men and come back here later. We won't have Titus and Cyril left us Chromie.
Yes,
No one's gonna cut those down or bury them or anything? Okay. I mean, we find corpses hanging from trees all over the place. Seems to be very popular around these parts. A favorite pastime, even. Huh. Well, the British and the French. They could not get along at all. Huh? Uh-oh, what did we do?
Welcome, Henry.
Alright, where's Captain Bernie? Hey there, Bernie.
Tell me, Captain, how come this Wolfen is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your...
Well, that's just what royalty
Nothing in
do.
particular, just that he's a ruffian.
It's natural for them.
Abandoned. No wonder the whole Camber clan is cursed.
How do you mean cursed?
Like I said, Wolfen's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwarts. He wanted to bear his child. She get rid of him. Only instead of getting rid of the unborn child...
Whoops! That witch cast the spell backwards.
Only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. His face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the Countess, and it was Satan himself who impregnated her.
Yeah, he's known to do a lot of that, right? Or was that Zeus I'm thinking of?
Loda, Wolfen and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
Hmm.
And you believe that?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. Still get shivers down my spine.
Hmm.
As for Wolfen, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him.
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsens are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here, so someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
Really? Okay.
All right, Captain. I'll do that.
One is uphill from Neuhof, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp. God be with you.
Northern farm is closer, so the southern one's more likely to have crap. We'll go to the close one first. It's funny, the marigold auction didn't refill my health. Well, this will. Slowly. I brewed them up, might as well start using them. been to this exact farm before. Well, everything appears to be in order here. No bloodstains, fire, or screaming. An uncommonly pleasant place.
Good day to you.
Captain.
Oh, the horse that bolted. Ah.
About the raid of... What? They raided your farm.
Tied to that quest.
I heard there was some raid.
Something's not right. The captain said...
The captain must have made a mistake.
I suppose. Have you seen a horse?
My old woman saw him and she didn't catch him, the silly cow. We could have had a feast. The sausages we could have... The grey, you say?
Aye. A dappled grey. All right. I'll...
Farewell.
Ah, where'd you go?
Mother of God.
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every
What do you want to know?
How many of them were?
2 or 3. I'm not
Not
sure.
many.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through...
So your husband was outside?
Yes. He...
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon as they came here.
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again?
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors.
Yes. I was. Mostly.
So were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
Let's get one or two things straight. I'm here under orders from Captain Bernard, and that robber baron who came here crippled his cousin and killed 2 of his men.
What's that got to do with me?
Just so you know, the captain is very keen to see justice done, and it would not be wise to obstruct him.
My God, what have I done to deserve this?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
That was very Christian of you, considering they came to rob you.
All I cared about was that they wouldn't kill us.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp.
And where's their camp?
I understand. They threatened you.
They didn't exactly threaten me. They didn't have to. But if they get away from you, they'll come back and get revenge.
Don't worry. We'll take care of them. So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
Take care.
Should I even bother telling Hans and Bernard to come? I have a feeling that I could take whoever's here with a stick.
If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry. I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
I can't talk to you. I was going to ask about the horse, too. Alright. So that's the camp, huh? I actually don't remember where Bernard is exactly. Uh-oh. don't have a good view on the camp yet.
Better get back and report to Captain Burnett.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's just 9. Oh, alright. I'll report it. I could just take care of this. It's not much. I could clean this up. But if any of them get away, it's a problem for the farmers. Oh, no, it's right over here. Yeah.
I found that in camp.
Ah.
Not really.
How many men did you see?
Around 10.
The same as us. Well, now we'll see if my cousin is really as tough as they say. Otherwise...
Wouldn't it be better to parley?
Parley with robbers? You must be out of your mind.
I gave Sir Hannes my word I'd look out for his men, and I intend to keep it. So it's my duty to advise a parley.
You're going to advise me?
You're not seeing straight, Captain. No wonder, since Wolfland's your kin. Please, just grant me one thing. Let me go and parley. I'll find out more, and maybe we can settle everything without losing any men.
You want to parley? Listen, Henry, you can't rely on Wolfland to act honorably. There's every chance you won't come back.
Don't worry. I know it's a risky business, but have you got anyone better for the job?
No, I'm sorry to say I haven't. Wolfland's a conceited bastard. If he knows you come from me, he'll receive you just for a chance to tell me to go to hell. I'll give you a livery with my coat of arms, so it's clear you're my messenger. And you'll have to go unarmed.
Thank you, Captain. I'll do my best.
I hope so. And try and come back in one piece. I don't want to explain to Sir Radzig why I sent his favorite into a robber baron's camp unarmed. Goodbye.
Supposed to be a Hans adventure? Hans doesn't seem to be very involved in this one. So I'm completely unarmed. Well, I was with Hans, we got dressed down, and then we were... it feels like this was supposed to be a Hans quest. but somehow it isn't. No, screw it. Let's have a real fight now. Great way to get a whole bunch of your men killed. Stupid king. I don't know. I no longer even need bard potions. Yeah, my charisma and speech and everything are all at their limit. Yes.
Hey, you! What do you want?
I'm Captain Bernard's envoy. I'm here to parley.
Why should I trust you?
I'm unarmed. What harm can I do?
That's true. And you're wearing Sir Bernard's colors. Suppose I should take you to Sir Wolflin. But if you try any tricks, you'll regret it. Understood?
You have my word.
Overturned carts for your wall, huh? You're all labeled as bandit. A radish. Why does it keep blinking? Why is it blinking? Going on? What is happening? What is going on here? Well, I guess it's a fight now. Negotiations broke down somehow. Bernard was right, they weren't trustworthy.
Where could he have vanished to? Must be here somewhere.
Good at all. Oh, I can't tell what's happening at all anymore. I'm just kind of... Yeah, things are... Oh, great. This is kind of unplayable. Could I get through all of you, please? Please? Yeah, things are just kind of broken right now. I can't even move. Oh, for a second I thought I had control again. Can I move? It's really, really hard to run away through you guys. You know that? I think they shot one of their own friends with an arrow. Ooh. Well, it's gonna be like that. Oh, did I only have one wounding arrow? Whoops. There we go, got the bow out. What's going on? I thought I had a bunch of those. Okay, well, I have these. Definitely have these. And they're as bad at aiming as I am.
You call that combat? You'll get what for. I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me.
My armor basically makes me immortal, you know.
Is that the best you can do?
Unfortunately, yes, that is the best I can do.
Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. Bring it on.
Damage. I don't think any of these guys have anything interesting on them. That looked like that got you in the throat.
Your end is nigh. Leave me be. Enough. You win. Dear God.
There's something worth taking. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to them. Comes back. I'm sorry, they're all dead. It was most unfortunate. Negotiations broke down, and then, you know... I wonder if I got their leader in all that hell. Yeah, well, I would have done diplomacy, but there were more of them than I realized.
Hey! All of you, gather here! What's going on there? What? Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! To arms! Get over here!
Tackles, they do nothing. He just keeps running. Oh yeah? I've been caught pickpocketing. Oh, come on. I took everything, including his weapon. Aren't you tired yet? Finally. I kept hitting the tackle button and all it did was he took like a hit, like he was stunned for a second, and then he'd get back up. I kept hitting it. It was annoying. I could report back to Bernard, but I haven't finished my hunting yet. I'm not even sure if I got their leader. There's another one.
Who's there?
One shot! Instantly killed. Guy has gotten away from me. I think it was Carbot's videos had the Dark Urge dwarf in them. So I have some notion of what you're talking about. No, this is important. They're bandits. They attacked a diplomat under flag of truce. They had to be disposed of. Tis but a scratch. How's Bernard gonna react to this news? Hey, I killed them all.
I've just come back from
And in one piece, I see. That's something at least, but I doubt you achieved anything.
No, unfortunately. Wolflin is standing his ground.
Well, no matter. It was a good idea and certainly a brave deed. At least we've had time to prepare for the attack. Lead us to their encampment.
Oh. But they're okay. Sure. Okay, well, hey! No. Nobody even hit that guy. He just kind of fell over. And everyone's applauding. Everyone's just applauding. I haven't seen one of these in black before. Is this the one I wear? That might be the one I've been wearing. Yeah, he's got nothing of interest. Actually, we could take a sausage. I'm hungry. Everyone's just walking off now. They just applaud and then walk away. Well, not a single one of our men were hurt. So, I think Bernard's reaction would have been a lot funnier, though, had I been like, yeah, I killed them all. Yeah, I can't talk to you. There we go, got it.
Victory is up.
Praise the Lord. My men are no easy pickings. You and Sir Hans helped us a lot.
He did?
Break camp and head back to the castle. You want to go on ahead and report the...
Yes, Captain.
Alright, well, whatever. Normally it's a big battle. Well, a little late for that. Things went sideways. A mace mercy kill. I've seen him mercy kill with his foot. Just stomping people to death. His idea of mercy is, rather medieval. Let's put it that way. Yeah, because he's the one who trained you in the first place. I actually think arrows are way more deadly than actually hitting people with the mace. But arrows are a pain in the ass to work with. And I miss all the time. So usually I find it easier just to bonk everything. But I have a feeling if you were min-maxing, arrows would be the most effective weapon in this game. Alright, we'll finish up today with a word to our friend over here. They're up here, right? Alright, he's done.
I have news from the camp. Speak. Unfortunately, we couldn't avoid a Where's Hans? I hope he's not. There's no need to worry, my lord. Lord Capon's alive and well. Lord Capon is busy celebrating.
So you succeeded.
Wolfen is dead, and his men routed. Captain Bernard and the others are hunting them down in the woods right
Oh,
now.
they had to nerf maces? Yeah, I'm not too surprised.
After all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
think you deserve to be rewarded.
Thank you, sir.
May the Lord watch over you.
Oh. Gee, thank you. I'll, sell it to the local pawn shop as garbage. Thanks. Ugh, we need to repair everything. No, I have this helmet. This is the one I used to use. Ah.
God bless you.
Oh, I can report this.
Sir, my investigation led me back to Scalix, and I happened across a criminal there. I just wanted to report to you, sir, that I dealt with that murderer. He attacked me and, well, I got the better of him. He won't be doing any more harm to anyone.
That was a brave deed, Henry. Thank you. I see you've been doing an excellent job in my service. I sent a patrol there some time ago, and they never returned. Take care.
Right. I guess that'll be that for today. Tomorrow and the day after will be Secret of Evermore, followed by Age of Wonder. Hopefully I'll do better in that game than I've been. And the DLC quest is here, as well as Vranik. And Vranik sounds way more interesting than... oh well, whatever. We'll see what we do next time, and I cannot save because I don't have schnapps. Then we will end by going to the bath. I need to repair all of his stuff again, too. We've been through a number of fights, and I've been ignoring it. Ugh, I also need to sell stuff. Okay, and... oh, here they are, tailor's kits. Yeah, but I want to save properly. Yes, we need schnapps. Oh no. I could brew up another 100. I probably have like 1,000 of them in my chest back at the miller's. I don't know, all problems for future me. I'm super hungry. I need to eat something and sleep. So let's get our character taken care of. Hopefully I'll remember to repair his armor at some point. Yes, right before he swallows an entire cabbage. Or just drink some wine, and that counts as a meal. Funny thing, beer definitely could have been a meal, but wine is really weird to me that has such high nourishment value. I don't know about that one. But a grain-based alcohol, yeah. Yeah. No, it's great. It was great having you, Wings. I hope you feel better soon, man.
Mother of God.
Oh, am I still wearing that thing?
I'm interested...
Uh-huh. And what...
oh well.
I'm sure...
well, modern stuff, I don't know. But back in the day, beer tended to be a lot more, less refined. I don't know that the modern stuff would, I have no idea. As I said, you guys know I don't drink. Ugh. Alright, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.